Garrett Hayes had spent every last penny he had ever saved. $87,000 in cash, on the dream of owning his own mountain cabin. It wasn't much, but it was supposed to be his. A quiet place tucked between tall pines, with a view that could make you forget the world. He had pictured himself sitting on the porch at sunrise, coffee in hand, breathing in the clean, cold air of freedom. But when he pulled into the gravel driveway that afternoon, something didn't feel right. There was a dark SUV parked in front of the cabin, a car he didn't recognize. At first, Garrett thought maybe it was a real estate agent or a delivery truck. But then he saw the curtains flutter from the inside. Someone was in there. He killed the engine, climbed out, and felt his stomach twist. The for sale sign was gone. The porch light was on, and when he got closer, he could smell fresh paint, a smell he'd never noticed when he bought the place. Before he could knock, the front door burst open. A woman stepped out, blonde, furious, wearing a worn flannel shirt and jeans, and in her hands was a shotgun. "Get off my property," she screamed. Before I call the cops, Garrett froze. "Ma'am, there's been a mistake. This is my cabin. I just bought it 3 weeks ago. Look," he held up a manila envelope, the official deed still folded inside. "See, my name's right there. Garrett Hayes." But she didn't even glance at it. "You're trespassing," she said sharply. "I don't care what paper you've got. This is my house." The smell of fresh paint, mixed with something else now. The rich aroma of stew cooking inside. Something bubbling on the stove. Through the window, Garrett could see furniture he didn't recognize. Her curtains hanging where his should have been. He felt dizzy. It was like watching his dream crumble right in front of him. "I paid cash," he said quietly, voice shaking. $87,000. The seller's name was McKinney. He gave me the keys himself. She didn't budge. Never heard of him. "Now get off my land." Garrett backed away and called the sheriff. He waited in his truck, hands trembling on the steering wheel, watching the woman pace the porch like a guard dog. Every now and then she looked his way, eyes full of hate. 20 minutes later, the sheriff's car pulled up. Relief flooded Garrett's chest. Finally, someone would sort this out. He stepped out, waving the deed in the air. "Thank God you're here, officer. There's been some kind of fraud. This woman's taken over my house." The sheriff was an older man, gray hair under his hat, his face calm but unreadable. He listened to both sides, asked for their documents, and made a few calls on his radio. When he came back, his words hit Garrett like a hammer. "This looks like a civil matter, Mr. Hayes," the sheriff said. "You'll have to take it to court." Garrett blinked.